everyone. First of all, what an honor. Thanks, Michael, for just dropping wisdom. It's insane. I'm just soaking this all in, and I think everybody is. But I really liked how, you're also talking about the first principle and, thinking for yourself, what you just said there, and coming back to that, I think more people now are really starting to get, more curious about these alternatives, because like you said, when there is a war, then at some point you can't deny the obvious anymore. And really at APPICS with my team, we're trying, to make these technologies of the future, like blockchain, more accessible for people, no matter where you're from. And we've built, a reward-based decentralized social media platform, NFT marketplace. We're exploring decentralized metaverse options as well. And I mean, you've also brought this closer, obviously, to corporations through your playbook, like Bitcoin for corporations. So really just making it more accessible for people, and going back to that in the first principle, what do you think, will be the role of digital education in order to just make the Web 3.0 crypto, digital property in the metaverse as well, more accessible? And how do you think we could best deliver that to include people in the process?
Well, I think that obviously there's a lot of education to be done, and we're going through this transformation where you have to rethink social, and you have to rethink web, and rethink money, and rethink energy, and you want to make the world a better place. You got a couple of choices. One thing you can do is you can create specific education for certain constituencies, right? That's targeted at them, right? I mean, we publish education, like we publish a Bitcoin for Everybody course for free, but we don't have it in Japanese and Spanish and every culture. So you can adapt education. You definitely can deliver education via platforms like YouTube and the web. I think you can also deliver great products like what you're working on. So you've got techniques like, well, Bitcoin's a technology, and Lightning is a technology, but you have to create Lightning applications and build it into websites and build it into mobile applications. And you have to abstract away the complexity, and then you have to do that in a compliant way in different countries. So building the insanely cool, you can build Lightning into social, into messaging. Like, for example, like my Instagram is full of it's full of spam from Russian bots. Like, they're not people. So I can't read my DMs, but you can create a messaging tool that has Lightning in it, where it has like 100,000 Satoshis, and then you use that to prevent spam and scamming and the like. So you can build new products. Or you could build products into existing products. Like, for example, there's a need at Facebook and Microsoft to actually embed Lightning and Bitcoin and certain crypto technologies into email. And like, I try to read LinkedIn. I have 10,000 spammy messages on LinkedIn. So integrating value into 10,000 networks for safety and security there's an enterprise play there. You build enterprise apps. There's consumer play. You build consumer apps. There's education. You can educate the general public, but there's also services. Like maybe you offer services where you educate people and corporations on how to build digital energy into their products. And then there's services where you educate CFOs and treasurers on how to convert their balance sheets to digital. So there's a lot of work to be done. Some of it you should give away for free. Some of it you can charge money for. Some of it you can productize. Some of it you can build as a service. And some of it is really just pure education and books and the like. And I guess, like, the good news is there's something for everybody everywhere, right? There's a lot of work to be done. Imagine, let's take the electricity analogy again. We invent electricity. Now, you believe in electricity and you think this is exciting. Now, think about building electricity into a car, or electricity into a boat, or electricity into a hairdryer, or electricity into an elevator, or electricity into a light, or electricity into a bank. There's different issues, right? Handheld electricity versus electricity around water. How about electricity, in an airplane? So you would have all these different fields, applications of electricity. And look, you can teach the courses in college. It'd be electrical engineering, right? Electrical engineering, what is it? Electrical engineering, right? That's a big deal. You can teach the courses, you can write the books, you can create the company, the engineering company, you can create the products, right? Or you can get into a business that didn't exist until electricity existed, electricity trading or something. There's no right answer, right? And if you have all these books and they're written in English, and then you go to Brazil and they're not in Portuguese, right? You're not going to reach a lot of the people, so you have to adapt them. And sometimes there are local standards, right? Local laws, especially with things like digital money. There are different compliance rules. They're different in every country, and they're different. Sometimes they're different in every state, you know? So there's a lot of education there. You can imagine if you're the mayor and someone talks about electricity and you're thinking, I saw somebody's house just burn down. I don't think people should be able to put electricity in houses, you know, in densely packed communities. We might get another fire like Chicago. So, you know, there's even politics, right? I mean, and there's political activism in order to evangelize and educate. And how do you communicate to mayors and governors? That's different than how you communicate to engineers or different than business people, different than consumers. Something for everybody. But I'm enthusiastic about all of it. Right? That's why we've got this website, hope.com, where we put up as much information as we can find about Bitcoin. On my own website, Saylor.org, we give away free education, and we created some courses for free, like Bitcoin for everybody, Bitcoin for developers, Austrian economics, things like that. But you know, we don't have them. We don't have them at every level. We don't have them in every language, and they can always be improved, right? So there's just a lot of work to be done.